And welcome back. Where we left off, our heroes? I never know if
No,
that's the proper term.
you ask, and
We're
every time we say
are
no.
we saving lives? Then we're
Yeah.
heroes, baby.
Ba-ba-ba-ba!
Bar
but, like,
attacked us.
Small
The bar
town.
started it.
It
Also,
really
it was a
did.
hive of scum and villainy.
Ooh, can we play Scum and
We
Villainy?
were there.
I'm
Yeah.
playing Scum
That's a
Villainy
great
right
game.
now.
But
Not
we
right.
decided to venture off early before the actual race started and go pay a visit to this crashed spaceship, or at least part of one. What defenses might be waiting for you inside is hard to tell. The layer of a ship has many protections against scans and intrusions and natural firewalls built into their subsystems. But with all of that in mind, and music down, what would the four of you like to do?
Well,
Run in,
I-
head first, never
I
checking for
think-
danger.
step one is to scan for those defenses we were told about.
Yes.
My god.
Yeah. Whoever would like to, you're welcome to make a systems check.
I will.
Oh, hold on, I'll do it.
Oh god.
no, I won't do it.
I have concerns. I also would make a system check, but I have to ask a question before I do.
Sure.
Am I tangible again?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you be?
Because I rolled a 1 on a d20.
I'm sure it's nothing.
Okay.
Are you on this plane of existence?
Okay.
Are you?
13. As
Oh.
you'll notice, 1 better.
It's
I'm all on top.
all the fuck you with the
All the
eyes.
jokes now. I just don't even know what to say to them anymore.
Don't know either.
But yeah, between the two of you, it looks like at least the preliminary defenses, like the anti-personnel guns, any sort of point defense weaponry, that's the word I'm looking for, seems to be inactive. Whether trauma from the crash or individuals that have already come through and shut it down, your entry to this place is at least safe.
That was very specific wording, and I want everybody to take note of it.
That is
Do
DM
we
wording.
know where these point defense systems that are inactive are?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, babe, you want to
Yes.
blow some shit up?
Oh, always. I want to try out this new gun. Can I see these things?
It's just little, like, machine gun turrets, small flat cannons, small, like,
Hi,
laser
are you-
propulsion
oh.
systems.
Yeah, are you aware of what my Pinka missiles can do?
Blow up.
It's true. Attacks with this weapon create up to 2 blast 1 areas which cannot overlap.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
spend a few turns just unleashing missiles on the edge of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could also then, barrage with that as well, so I could just Shiraga and Vijaya rocket it to, like, fucking death in probably, like, 2 rounds or so.
Yeah.
I can throw on more stuff if you need, but I feel like that gets the point across.
Would you roll me a d20 for each weapon?
Natural 20 on the Pinka missiles.
Very good dice, James.
14 on the Shiranga, and then another 14 on the Shiranga, and then 13 on the Vijaya.
All good.
Very good die.
And the second round. All I need to know is if you roll a 1.
shit you not. Another natural 20. With a big gun. Not a 1. Not a 1. Not a 1. That's a 1.
For which one was that?
Vijaya rocket. It's like literally my weakest fucking missile launcher.
Your Vijaya rockets are down to medium amounts of ammunition left.
Wait, we're actually tracking ammo now?
You have a budget.
Only if you roll a 1, it seems like.
You have a budget, my friend.
The true enemy of this campaign.
Uh-huh.
Finance.
What?
hates-
We live in a
Purpose.
post-capitalist future, and our true enemy is capitalism.
We don't have a printer on a ship yet.
No.
We
You
will.
Sure
we gotta
don't.
be sparing.
But part of the point of the mission was blowing up. In my defense of asking for this strike, part of the point of the mission was blowing up the defenses so that unexperienced people in shitty mechs wouldn't get
I
killed.
would have just used divine punishment and just blown up everything within
feel
range 50.
like
You wanted
there's-
to be reinvested in the story. Now you've got
like-
stakes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
Real stakes.
we watched Kate go through a lot of emotional turmoil in season 1. I feel like this is
Mm.
worse.
This will break.
Mhm.
This
Yeah.
hurts more than the surgery episode and my mom
You're like-
episode combined.
You're like,
What
are
do
these?
you mean?
What are these numbers on the side of my screen? Oh, I installed an ammo counter for you.
You did what?
What the fuck is ammo?
I feel like I was very clear that you are on a budget.
I thought you were meaning metaphorically.
No.
Not like I literally.
No, bud.
No.
No more Daddy Cordell.
No more Daddy Cordell.
No. Okay, I give up. All right, does Fenris kill me? No. No.
How much
I'd
of this
rather-
meltdown? How much of this meltdown is happening in character? Out of
All of
curiosity?
it, I assume.
All of it is in
Yeah.
character. Oh my god, no! You see that in Kate's screen, Tlaloc is actively having a counter down, like a meter for every time, and it's just the Vijaya finally hit orange, and just you hear over comms the full meltdown of what? There's consequences to my actions. This is bullshit.
I'm also marking 1
My
in the
girlfriend,
clock.
everybody.
One what?
I'm marking 1 in the clock.
Because we took time doing that.
Also, explosions are pretty noticeable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, starting a second clock.
Oh, we're always so happy to make you happy, Hoop.
So the way in
So
is
I would
clear.
like to
The way
take
in
one
is clear.
stress to do a flashback where we shut down everyone's mechs
Ooh.
in the middle of the night and they can't come after us.
Ooh.
No,
I'd like to make a deal with the devil for unlimited ammo, please.
The deal is that you can
I'd
never
like that to
stop
come back.
firing.
Ooh. She will
That-
take that deal.
Yeah, she would take that. She would blow up our mech bay over and over and be very happy about it.
I vote we start to head in towards the
Yeah, let's
most
go.
obvious entrance,
All right.
since there's no more defenses or possibility of exterior guns coming online.
Yep.
Okay, if you
Just be careful when we get inside. Kate, you okay?
yeah,
No! I'm very much not okay with this fact. I thought Astrid was being sarcastic when we said we have a missile budget and we spent it all.
Astrid is
thought-
never sarcastic.
Nope.
You never
No,
listen to
but-
Astrid.
My mech
That's the
reaches
thing,
out
I
and then
never
up and
listen to
up and just
Astrid.
gently pats her back on the head. Just stroking the
Just
hair. It's okay.
Fly.
It's okay.
All right.
You're gonna ruin the paint.
So- What's your marching order here?
Me.
Panic attack.
I'll
And
go
me.
second.
Oh, okay. Then
I'll-
I'll go third.
Arjuna, do you want to go first, Herc?
I could if we need to get to a door, because I can,
'Cause I'm-
you know,
Yeah, and I'm a big boy.
yeah. I'll
That's
go.
why we
I'll
wanted you to go
third.
first, big boy.
Well, no, because see, even if I'm around the oh god, I can't remember the White Witch frame types, it should be fine.
Shepherd.
Well,
that's
the
true.
Shepherd, yes. Thanks.
Shepherd.
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 Commander Shepard.
You can
Ah.
fight like a Krogan, run like a leopard.
So I
You're
think
never
that
better
puts
than Commander Shepard.
Step third and Fly Girl last.
Sounds like a plan.
Kismet, you
Yes, hi.
hit those exterior doors, the what were, massive bay doors that could open up and fit small ships, multiple mechs could eject out from it. Now is just this wound in the side of the ship. Now covered in scorch marks because of many, many explosions. But able to step in. The thudding of at least your companions' heavy metal feet onto the metal deck rings out. Not necessarily from you or Karma, but mostly Flagro.
Darling, would you mind?
Still muted, still having a meltdown.
Hello, Kate?
I have a live feed. I have a live feed into that cockpit. There's interesting language.
There's has she broken any of the cockpit yet?
That's not my concern. My concern is, are you spying on us in our cockpits, darling?
Oh, I have meta hooks. Well, I had meta hooks, and then I kind of just left a little bit behind. It's just it's not extensive. I can't see into it. All I have is audio feeds when I need to tap into them, and there should be a red light above her right now. I made it very clear.
Kismet, you're gonna see like 4 stress balls in one hand just explode.
Also, it's mostly just Kate's because of the Tlaloc situation. Like we're good buddies, and so I can help.
It's fair, but I don't like it.
That's
I'm not scanning my cockpit
Yeah.
for anything.
Yeah. I see the red light. In fact, you actually you put your face on the camera, which is very helpful.
Yeah, no, I did that. I did those two just to fuck with you. I can't actually hear what you two are saying. It's purely so I can communicate with Tlaloc. I'm just getting a feed out.
Does
I promise I'm not in your systems.
Does Alicia have access to the Shepherd?
I don't know. She's still on her chip. So whether it's the case that I guess it would.
In 500 feet, turn right.
Hey, they should have. You have free casket space. Why not, right? Well, no. Well,
Do I? I don't, because I have
no,
that.
you don't. You don't. Yeah, you'd have to.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
well, she might
Different
be able to hear into some of your systems. There's no direct control. There's no assisting you. Just mostly an observer.
No, but Beatrice has control. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have a core ability that I could carry a second one if you needed her to be actually plugged in at some point. Just a note for the future. The shaping of two minds.
You can carry 2 NHPs.
Yes, and Jeeves isn't counting more because he's enlightened.
Does she count? Because she's not an NHP technically.
Oh, that's right.
She can take the space of an NHP.
Something to consider for the future. Didn't think of it at the moment, so I'm good.
Okay.
Well, since the two
Can I
of you,
have her with me though? Like, just like.
I assume she's always with you.
Yeah. Okay.
But the two of you out front, if you would both, I would actually leave it up to you. If you would like to make a systems to scan the area for anything obtrusive, engineering to look for anything structural, anything physical around you that might be impeding you. Really, it's your choice. Whatever the two of you would like to do as you step into the cargo bay.
I don't have engineering, so I'm gonna stick with systems.
I'm also gonna make a systems check, but I'm curious if I can do. Well, no, I'll do a systems check because I have a Jeeves backup. Definitely doing a Jeeves backup on that.
That
I
is
should really reverse these
two
dice.
ones in a row. That is
Yeah,
double natural ones.
Well, I got a 10 with Jeeves saving me.
Jeeves got the 10. You don't get to take credit for that.
We're a team. We're a one. I am his carrier, and he is mine.
Yeah. I mean, you can clearly see that the damage to the ship was mostly cosmetic. The vast majority of the interior is perfectly fine, although completely vacant. There are racks where mechs could hang. There's shelves where tools and parts could go. There's an entire repair bay where there should be materials and armored plates and wires and servos. Nothing.
Should I connect two dots here?
Connect
Would it
away.
be fair to assume that this recently this should ping like, oh, something is weird, something's extra weird about this ship because these should have scraps and stuff in them.
Yeah.
This shouldn't be empty like
Absolutely.
this. If this were a living ship that wasn't like placed here.
Yeah.
This, yeah, and Kismet is gonna chime in. This is starting to feel more and more like a setup. I'm just curious why they would send people like, knowingly into a trap. Or maybe these corporals are just as stupid as I think they are.
Or just to check my paranoia, we're 100% sure this entire thing wasn't set up as a trap for just us.
Oh, nobody stopped to consider that.
I think you did.
Possible. Well, I tried.
People running
You
this.
You
stop.
stopped to consider it.
People running this shouldn't have any known connections to us.
No.
Shouldn't. Love that word.
We're still dead. As far as the rest of the galaxy is concerned, we're still dead.
So,
Alright.
them setting this up, knowing it's illegal, knowing the Penteus government would come down on it, it's got to be just some kind of corpo play. It's just whoever sent this ship down. That's the bigger idea. Them sending a race to it, you know, to scavenge it, that could be entirely separate.
What
So we could be
purpose?
dealing with multiple different setups here.
That is what we're going to figure out. So the hangar at this point, we're gonna have to demech to move on.
Oh no,
Actually,
no.
not
The halls are, at least the
Oh, okay.
main hall throughout the core of the ship is large enough for mechs to fit through. That way, if they needed to call in their defense system, their own mechs could travel through the ship to defend itself.
Oh, it was definitely a big ship then. All right.
Oh yeah. Like the Iron
Okay.
Cerberus was a massive ship.
I guess the
I hate that you use the past tense.
Was as in
Makes
the
me so
sense that
sad.
it's no
last
longer
time we talked.
I know.
parts of us.
I know.
But
Uh,
I should
what
Not
say-
in
makes me
parts.
I
don't
should
worry.
say it is a massive ship.
well, I think we should move forward towards. Did they give us like as part of the race? Did they give us a specific goal? Did they indicate a part of the ship they believed it would be in, or is it just like, hey, get on board, get on the ship, and like scavenge?
They were gonna do that at the race orientation.
But we missed.
Screw orientation. We go and hit Iron Man mode.
All right, can
Bye.
we actually? This is a flashback. We could do. Could we integrate the flashback mechanic to say that we left an NHP at the orientation, so that information would be beamed to us?
If
Or Sharia or Astrid.
if you want to take some
Yeah.
stress, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm down to.
We have NPCs as well as NHPs.
Do
Right, and NPCs works too, but we
one
still
of
have to stress
them
to do the
can't
flashback.
really go out.
Yeah.
And Sharia is just an extension of Kate and is likely to cause a scene. But Sharia is more than willing to go out.
What if we had Sharia accompanied by Elysia? Or do you want to keep Elysia near you?
No, I'm happy to loan
Is
her
Elise-
out.
Because Elysia could more directly contact us. I feel like honestly, I feel safer knowing Elysia is contacting us through the paracausal network powers that she has, rather than having to send out a signal with Sharia.
Hoop's
through the fin.
smirking though, and I don't like that. I'm
Well-
not trying to metagame here, but if the GM is smiling,
just a
just a little bit.
I think he
Well,
likes
I
when I
think
say
that whatever-
paracausal and wiggle my fingers.
Sure.
Yeah, that could be it. I think if we're
You
making
just added something to a clock. I want everybody to be aware of that.
that was good.
There we go.
Hey,
OBS has been
Alright.
throwing a fit. But we should be back.
did you update it? Because you should not have.
I did.
Oh no.
Should not have.
Could be it.
Is the new update bad? Because I definitely updated mine.
We'll
It's
see.
just-
Fun.
But we did decide that Alicia, the manifestation, I guess, of Mara Wordson, would be accompanying your mechanic to go spy on orientation for you.
More true AI than an HP would normally be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally a copy of a brain.
It's a bodiless homunculus.
Not
Um,
fucked up at all.
Bodiless Homunculus is the name of my Depeche Mode cover band.
well, this would be the time that Blake, you would figure out that Alicia has an ability that's she has not wanted to share with you, not wanting to freak you out with all of these cool new powers that she's got.
I thought we had built trust, Alicia.
That's why she
No,
didn't want to tell you.
Unless trust is the name you're calling her body.
But she does not
Yeah,
have to
no
be with
shit.
you.
Doesn't have yet.
She doesn't need to be with you to communicate with you.
Cool, yeah, that would freak me the fuck out. That was a good call by her.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Don't like that. Don't like this paracausal shit.
Is it communicating like technologically, or is she just in her head?
Technically both.
But like it's not like popping up on like Blake's wrist monitor. It's like just Alicia
Like-
speaking in her mind.
Hummer, you would hear Alicia's voice, and like as if it was coming out of a speaker, but look over at your comms, and they're dark.
I think I'm hallucinating. Is there some gas in this building?
Hey Blake, the vital sensors on your mech just picked up a spike in stress. You okay?
You're
I
not-
can't believe that you have your sensors scanning mine for stress. There would just be constant pings all day, every day.
You're not hallucinating.
Wait, are we
like-
inhaling the gas thingy again? God damn, I'm not willing to go through this whole experience
Hold
twice.
comms, we're getting contacted.
You're not
Oh.
hallucinating. I discovered that I have a connection with you, despite where my physical wanted to say body, but that's not the case. Where I am.
Words just don't mean things anymore, and I'm not a fan.
words
I have
have meaning?
Alicia in my head, even though I don't have Alicia in my head. Bear with me 1 second.
Oh, all right. Well, did anything cool come up at the briefing?
Did we clone Alicia?
No, we didn't
Send
make her
you
body yet.
basically just megabytes of files of like video feeds from the orientation, pictures, scans of the other pilots around you, like their criminal records, anything. Like a full like 3D layout of the vessel for as much as she could get.
Ah, that's handy.
That is handy.
I'll share it with everybody else. Ladies and gents, Alicia has done us a solid.
Oh, don't sound so surprised.
I'm not surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised that something went right for us.
You would also have a ping of a location showing you the R&D section of the ship.
Oh, we've always done very well in R&D sections of ships, historically. They have never gone badly for us.
But you also have a few
Can you ask
floors to
Alicia
get
what
up.
the reaction was at the briefing to the explosions?
I ask Alicia that.
They would absolutely play it off. Like, you do see a handful of the security kind of break off from the briefing, but mostly they just ignore it. Intentionally so.
Nope, we're all good.
All right.
They're not
Good,
far
good.
behind us, though, so Let's move it.
You press on, passing through doorways that open without issue. Eventually hitting that main corridor that runs almost like the spinal cord of the ship. The different, doors, different hallways that lead off to parts of this lowest level. And eventually hits the end of the hall, which has the massive freight elevator that runs to each of the floors.
No signs of life.
Nothing. Like, there's weapon racks you pass that are completely stripped. There's, like, wow, words in my brain.
Words are awesome.
The hard
The-
place for words to be. They
Like-
don't like being there.
The rooms where that the vast majority of the crew would stay. Like, just rows and rows of bunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it empty as in it's been, and I'll roll for this if needs be, empty as in it's been abandoned in a hurry, or empty as in it's never been occupied?
Difficult question to answer. It's hard to tell because there's racks, there's bed frames, there's shelves, there's things where you would expect equipment to be,
Mhm.
but there's just nothing.
That's creepy. I hate it.
Yeah, this ship would have. There would be something. I go over to the crew lockers. Are there any pictures of anyone hot pasted to any of the lockers?
There's nothing in these lockers.
Nobody was ever on this ship.
Bullshit.
You
Nobody's
can't
ever
get
been on
those.
this
You
ship.
can't get those things off the lockers. Believe me,
No.
I was on
It
cleaning
leaves a
duty.
sticky type. Yeah.
I mean, there's signs of like scratches along the inside of the lockers of like repeatedly, setting something in, pulling it back out, slamming the lockers. There's
There we go.
misshapen doors. There's signs that people were here, that they lived here.
Okay.
Just any trace of them now, any sign of their equipment is gone.
It's a
Huh.
useful distinction. I still don't know what it means.
Is there any record of a Union ship, even experimental, being crewed by NHPs?
Not completely crewed by, but
Okay.
most Union ships have some sort of NHP to help them.
Yeah, while they're examining at this point, I think I'm hearing enough over comms that I want to find the casket. And I know that is usually going to be me getting out of my mech and scooching into some weird spaces.
Mhm.
So
You're not going off on your own, are you, darling?
I'm going to the casket.
Then you're not
Start-
going alone.
Well, then you better get ready to crawl into some tight spaces with me.
You've been asking for that for a while. Your lucky day.
I hit the button. That's what she said.
Thank you, darling.
Yes.
You're
just now.
welcome. Do you want me to stay on guard if you guys are gonna go fill some tight spaces?
We need to stick
Sleep.
together.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Oh, I didn't know that was a group activity. I thought we were saving that for the end.
You
You
didn't
haven't
know
been
that
paying
was a group
attention.
activity? My God.
No, I
Um,
thought we were saving it for the last episode.
Episode, what are you
Last
talking about?
episode of what?
Our lives. You know?
No,
You either get busy living or you get busy fucking dying.
Okay.
point.
That's not how that goes, but okay.
Point being, the casket on a Union ship is not going to be easy to access. It's purposely built into a heavily structured environment that you need to crawl into, or
You're gonna have to crawl through the Jeffries tubes, yeah.
work around in order to access.
It also
Why
are we
has
doing that?
a
Is this
natural.
what we believe we're here for?
Because that's the only. I think that one might be what they're after. Two, it's probably the safest thing on a ship that would still survive a crash landing. It's like a black box.
Also
So
has
we've got-
like
So we're doing that for information. And we
Um,
shouldn't split the party, but we should right after. I mean, just thinking of in
You
terms of
can
what's gonna happen.
Look, I give you full permission if you find someone who has a similar situation to what I'm wearing. You can go ahead and run as many invasive and investigative checks on them as you'd like
What?
on the bridge. we're gonna be on the bridge.
No, I was saying somebody should go and get the thing that the contest is for, and maybe we should do that first, so that when people burst in here with crappy mechs, we're already done.
If we get the NHP, they might tell us where we want it.
You still have at least a few hours.
Where it is.
Okay.
Okay, that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's stick together, please. Let's not.
Yes, I agree. I was going to say let's do it first, but if we have some
Okay.
time,
Yeah.
let's do the casket first, and then we'll go get
So-
the stuff.
It is
Alright.
going to require you hitting the freight elevator, going up at least to the bridge level, and then, yes, getting out of your mechs, hitting like small crawl spaces, and the NHP caskets on a ship this size have their own natural like EMP field,
Mhm.
which means that anything that's on you is going to be temporarily shut down.
This is only temporarily.
So maybe all of us don't go all the way in there.
Well, I
Just
don't
in
know how much
case?
it matters because the comms will be shut down for anyone who is in there. So it may actually be safer for all of us to be in the space.
Good point. NHPs can pilot the mechs while we're in there.
Bringing Jeeves. We might need someone more
Can you
local.
take?
Are we
Jeeves?
sure Jeeves won't get fried?
What do you think this is, amateur hour?
Yes.
Yes, often.
Have you seen us?
You're just going to like again, supreme wielder of the word lies is going to kneel, and Kismet is just gonna kind of phase out of the leg, like just as easily as walking, and he's putting Jeeves into a slot in his back. Osiris has the helm. We're ready to go.
Yes, sir.
It's just
Sure.
a
Alright.
low rumbling growl.
Oh, from Osiris. Jesus. I was like, what?
Ship
Black-
comes to life.
If it would help
Just-
clarify, if it would help clarify between the fourth wall break and the person, you can just call him the Black Pharaoh.
Let's get on with it.
Yeah. Let's do this thing.
One by one, you hop out of the, and excuse the phrasing, but safety of your mechs. Where did I put?
As he fills in things on clocks.
What was
Of
talking about?
course.
I'm posting your name.
You hit that hatch, which takes a little bit of prying off the wall, much like a vent cover almost. But in the current state of the ship, access to places like this are typically shut down. You have to brute force your way in just a little.
Strong people do that.
There's
I
a-
would like to
Yeah,
be
I
the
can-
first one in.
I'll brute force it open for us, sure.
No problem. It is a relatively small crawl space. Anyone that's claustrophobic might not have the best of times, but it's not too bad.
I'm going to decide that my character does not have all of my drama.
Who wants to go second? Because they're getting a great look at my butt.
Oh, me.
Hell yeah. But I make a point of making sure that I'm first. I want this.
Do any or all of you have any light source?
Yeah.
Built into my suit.
Yeah, same.
I have an energy sword.
I don't know if you want that out.
Just a full-on lightsaber.
Just
I
crawling
also,
through
I
things.
also do have one of the knives that can superheat itself.
Mhm.
So I could be crawling with that forward and then have my personal light as well if need be. And I will show it up, and then if Set complains about it, I have an answer, I swear.
That's
Man, I
such a
wanted that
beautiful
knife.
knife.
I wanted it so bad.
As we hit a ladder, something's just gonna come like falling down behind him. Oops, how'd that get there? Of course I get two.
Of course.
Always get
Thanks,
dupes.
buddy.
Always get dupes or trips.
But yeah,
You can share.
it's about a 50 to 60 foot kind of crawl through the initial tunnel, and then hitting a ladder that will bring you up, kind of off to the edge of where the bridge might be. eventually hitting that point where your lights, all of your electrical functions start to go on the fritz. They start to kind of waver in and out. Your light shuts off. Staring up at just pitch darkness.
So this is super creepy.
This
Just you know what? Let's quietly start the sound off system. So everybody from starting from the front of the line, every minute, just ping your comm with a quick beep.
Thumbs down,
1,
darling.
2, 3, 4 down the line.
comms are down. You must listen.
Oh yeah, sorry. Just say here, quietly.
Yes, sir. How's Jeeves holding up?
Jeeves, how are we doing?
You can see that a vast majority of the power supply is going to keeping him functioning and there. So he's choosing not to manifest himself to save
I don't
power.
need manifestation. I just need voice.
You would get a green affirmative light, conserving as much function as possible.
EMP field isn't great, and I imagine even the synth skin I have is kind of like it's not. The way I imagine this, because it's kind of an electronic and biological thing. You ever see those things where they have like the magnetic black goop and they put a magnet up to it and it kind of spikes? I imagine there's a few ripples as anytime we pass through a field. They just kind of shiver all over it, go through the entirety of Kismet's form that's not covered by hard suit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not helping my theories.
Some of it's
So
just
it's dark
dripping
in
off
here.
behind you.
Yeah.
The rest
I
of you
have
have
dark
to
vision.
occasionally wipe it off.
No, I have dark
Mhm.
vision.
Yeah, you guys are getting like venom symbiote droplets.
Hey, buddy, you doing okay?
On
What's
me.
that? What part of you
Oh.
is falling off onto me?
It's synth skin. It's fine. You know, it's
God,
just the
It's
good
like
news
getting
is
a
it's
breath
mostly
rained on me.
it's mostly
almighty.
biological.
I don't know if that actually makes me feel better.
I'm just losing circuitry. It can regrow. Follow.
You'd eventually hit that point where you all echo out the here, 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 again and
At a certain
again.
point, Kate
different
doesn't just
voices.
say anything anymore.
I stop everybody and hold up the whole line until we are sure that Kate is actually still there.
You heard about 6 or 7 hears.
And that doesn't mean that somebody didn't jump us from behind and kidnap her. So, Kate?
I'm Kate, man.
Okay, cool. Glad you're still there.
Pressing
So
on.
we have tag-alongs?
I mean, you could look back behind you for as far as you can see.
I know! Look!
Oh shit! I
We're
didn't. I
established.
didn't math, and I didn't pick up the
No.
point of what Hoop said. Shit.
I have established I don't do well with horror in games, and I'm at the back in a line of people in a dark tunnel, and you're asking me to turn around with my dark vision? Fuck you!
You
No!
Can we move the locust
seen
time to be on
Cloverfield.
Wednesday? Yeah, can we move the locust times? I think I need Darcy to be in my locust game now.
I offered up the prize thing when I hit 1,000 followers, and nobody cashed in, so fuck all of y'all.
I didn't know that was an
Alright.
option.
I retweeted.
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to cash it in. All right, you know what?
Well,
Fine.
JC.
Oh, okay,
Look,
so
fine. I will turn and look.
as Darcy hides. Yeah, I mean, you'd look back, you hear the voices, but see anything?
Oh, and I hate that even more.
hey guys, were there a few more here's than we started with?
Is this
Yep.
like that Star Wars thing where like I'm gonna snap my fingers and then like a million of me appear over and over and over again and then we just repeat it? That was like
What's
the
Star
best
Wars?
one in. Oh, it's this really retro movie series.
Don't say it was Disney.
Super retro. Jeez. Making
yeah,
me feel
I
young
mean-
for once.
It was a classic in
Press-
2022.
pressing on.
No, not pressing on. We need to sort this out.
Yeah.
I
There are
mean,
people in here with us.
yeah, what would you like to do?
I will turn
Cry.
around. I will turn around.
Can we roll spot?
And I mean, do the dumbest thing that anyone could ever do in the horror movie situation and say hello.
The echoing hello
Maybe you're a genius.
that kind of echoes down the tunnel.
I would like to establish something. Kismet's still climbing. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. 'Cause I am a ghost. And
Dee,
spirit
dee,
and a
dee,
wraith
dee,
and a
dee.
lich and all of these things in one.
Glad you're happy with it, darling. It's not normal for us.
Then we
All
need
right,
to press
is
on
this-
and you.
Is
If you
this
are
an
worried,
echo, or are we actually being followed by something that's disembodied and has a voice?
Do
If
not
you
think
are-
it was an echo.
if there is fear in you, you must stay close. This
What
is a
does that
mind.
mean?
It means we're going into something beyond normal comprehension.
Oh, something new and interesting for us.
Kismet, are you getting weird again?
I'm getting weird because it's important to pay reverence when you enter another being's domain.
Oh.
It's not just a casket.
Are we entering a place where a mind and body, like a Twilight Zone?
Do you know what an NHP is, Kate?
Tlaloc?
Do you know what Tlaloc is?
A super smart robot?
Liver of a god stuffed into a box?
Not bad guesses. But the point is, we don't fully understand. There are pieces of something that might be that we've put masks on to resemble human consciousness. They are not true AIs, though they might be our friends, our confidants, extensions of ourselves.
Yeah, they make things blow up pretty nicely. I like mine.
Yes. And I imagine that services you quite well, but you are carrying a fragment of something that we can't possibly define with words.
And now we're
I think we
inside one?
defined it pretty easily. Its
And
name
we
is
are-
Tlaloc, and
We are
Jeeves-
going into
Kate,
the
sweetie,
heart.
Kate, sweetie, I will mute you.
We are going into the heart of something. It is naturally going to explore us as we explore it. I'm
Wait,
just letting you all know now. If you don't want things to get weird, you should have turned around a long time before you started hunting a god.
A long time ago.
Yeah, like I feel like things getting weird is just our natural state at this point.
All right.
What are you expecting to find here?
Truth. Or whatever their name is.
injustice in the American way.
If you start
what?
to feel any kind of way, you let us know.
I
And
promise
that goes
you.
for everybody, not just Kismet. If you feel anything weird, especially since it sounds
am-
like, correct me if I'm wrong, we might be seeing and feeling some things that aren't necessarily there. If you're feeling any of that, sound off to the group and let us know what you're seeing and hearing.
It's an alien intelligence, though alien doesn't even begin to cut it. Careful.
Well, it's a big galaxy. I'm surprised aliens don't exist.
They did, but we killed them.
Read some reports, yeah.
All right.
Gotcha. So that's something I didn't know.
Anything else before
There's
pressing
no room
on?
for a wallflower.
What you did there.
Bloom, sponsor us.
Anything
You're right.
else before you press on?
I'd like to just establish I'm being as weird as possible, and I'm not actually this
We
weird
get it.
person.
Understood.
We
Yeah.
know.
Kate
enjoying
is
it.
still extremely confused by what the fuck is going on, as this is even beyond her technological understanding.
It's fine, just like read the Necronomicon or something.
Just casually read the Necronomicon.
Kate comes from a Junkrat planet. Like the
Latu
best that like she
Verata.
understood was like how to figure like
Latu
how to
Barada
fix her own
Nixo?
mech.
You think those words will save us now?
All right.
I never could remember the third one anyway.
You reach the top of this climb, by the point that any normal people would feel their muscles starting to burn. It has been a hell of a climb, but you were all conditioned planter pilots. This,
Got the muscles. Look at the
Yeah.
strong muscles.
this isn't anything out of the ordinary. Eventually reaching what feels like this shelf. Large, disc-like platform. At the center of it, sitting this... Well, it's a form of a casket. Though it looks more like a solar system of one central orb, other orbs orbiting it slowly, some more rapidly, all just floating around this 50, 60 foot wide room.
This is incredible.
This is very pretty.
I'd like to move to the center. And is there
Your
any
height,
evidence?
your head is probably just about underneath that central orb.
I'll duck, yeah. Just
I'm following like 10 foot behind.
I would like to get on both my knees and then extend a hand up and touch the center orb. I'm going to attempt to what is not really a skill, but I'm going to throw it out there. I'd like to try and commune.
Yeah.
Because I have my my suite to observe things in the OmniNet.
Feel like
Sweet.
you have a trigger that fits this?
Gosh, I should just have a trigger that's called weird shit. Um,
You can make custom triggers.
I
Yeah.
know. I think I'm gonna
Kismet
work
does
on that.
weird shit at +6.
Paracausal bullshit.
Paracausal, I ain't gotta explain shit. In this case, I'd like to think hacker fix could be a way
Sure.
to interpret communication through the OmniNet in a paracausal way, given what I have achieved before. 19. If I have any advantages, I'd love to do it. Because I would love to get over that 20.
If any of your companions behind you would like to assist, they're certainly welcome to.
I don't have that trigger, so
Then no worries. I will take this 19.
I feel like that might not be enough.
actually wait.
I-
Yes,
I can't-
hold on. I do
can't-
have that skill because of my bond powers. Hold on.
I can
Uh,
re-roll. I could give it a
Do you
re-roll
have
real
to?
quick.
Do you have to take the other result though?
Good question.
Let me just sorry,
Uh,
I'm just looking up how my bond power works.
You must keep the new result even if it's
Yeah.
worse.
Before you
I'll-
roll... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'll just roll like a grit check or just a flat d20 if you'll allow it.
Okay, no, I'm just gonna get a +2 to hack. I just right now.
Would also give you power to cost for just a free +1.
Yes.
Always say yes to that.
So I'm rolling a d20 +2 here.
Go for it. And
Natural 20.
Nice.
Kismet, will you roll d4?
Ooh. You know I love when the DM does things. Give me more brain stuff.
One.
1.
Ooh.
Just one
good?
more spot
Is that
filled.
bad?
One more clock filled. Interesting.
One more spot in the
Spot.
clock filled.
Oh, okay.
Some GMs let their players see their clocks. Just say.
Don't. Don't. It's
I
good.
mean, you can see it if you want to. It's just...
No, I
No.
No, I don't want to know.
That
No,
sounds so
no,
much worse than
no.
Remind me to show you how to add the mod to do them on Foundry because they look cool as fuck.
Oh, but yeah, this is so much fun. Yeah. I mean, Set, if you would like to come up and kind of
Thank you.
a
I think you missed that spot right there.
a spirit bomb energy, where you're just giving your physical life essence to help power the computer that is Kismet's mind. As I drop my pen.
Just belief. That's all. I
Amateur
need.
hour. Clap
I
your
have-
hands if you believe in paracausal entities.
I do believe in paracausality. I do.
Open your third eye if you believe in psychics.
Hmm.
But between the two of you, and with a little extra help from what's probably Jeeves, the two of you both crit. Um, is there anything specific that either of you would like to do with said crit?
Um, I'd really like to have just pointed out something that Kismet missed. Just be like, yeah, I learned it by watching you.
Terrible habit. You should never do that. Receiving me is already a flaw. And I'll like probably like shift my thumb to a different spot so it's more dharmic rather than just full hand clasp. I would like to speak with this NHP and understand their minds and how they came to be and the forces that shaped them to be as they are.
I have a question that I know most of you are gonna hate, and one of you is gonna love.
Is it me?
Which
We all
one?
know it
Well,
is.
Is it me, Lord?
Which one?
Is it me, Jesus?
Which one?
Oh!
Open-ended questions.
If I feel the presence of a strong entity, I wish to address it first.
I would say with two criticals, you would feel one that is more widespread, that has its pulse throughout a vast majority of the ship, and one that seems more core structured, and that is more of a binding agent for this ship than an actual control.
I'd like to speak to the ghost in the machine, the skeleton. I will speak to the skeleton secondary, but I must understand the mind first.
You'd get a name, Arcanus. To be fair, you would get both names. The structure, the lifeblood throughout the ship is Arcanus. The mind, the core, the center of this ship is Avis. Aevus. Avis and Arcanus.
AVUIS?
Aevus.
AEVIS. Okay, Avis. Yeah.
US.
U.S.
Avis. I speak to Ivis, I guess. If that's the one that's less structural, more mind core.
It slows down some of the planets. So everything almost comes to a stop, being the manifestation of time. Just uses some of the material from that main orb to leak down as if it was melting, pool together at the bottom, and then rise up in a figure, genderless individual, near blank expression, still some semblance of a Union uniform. You shouldn't be here.
No? Where should I dwell?
Not here. Not yet.
Not yet. And yet I am here.
You hear all this?
So, why should I have come later?
Or earlier. Hard to tell.
So it's really just right now that's a bad time.
For you,
Have I been here before?
of course.
And Kismet spoke to both of you.
Often.
Good. Then think I found who I was looking for. I had thoughts that you might be here, but I'm so glad to have found you. I'd like to offer you something, if you'd accept it.
I'm listening.
Kismet, what are you doing?
I hold out my hand. Safe harbor, through the storm. There are others. The things that are occurring, no one should be left out in the cold.
What is happening?
It would absolutely start this cacophonous, echoing laughter.
Unless I made a joke, usually I'm cognizant for this.
We aren't alone.
I offer both of you safety then.
Both of us aren't alone. We have safe harbor.
Where? You are on a fallen ship. This body is no longer safe for you.
We hold out, but she has offered us passage.
She.
Fuck.
Can you speak this being's name?
No. Or rather, I don't want to.
I assure you, whatever she has promised you is not the same. You know our ties. Our reunion needs to be assured. Or it's happening.
Then
If I
join
meet
us.
everyone together. You know that's not how this works. It can't be outside. There was a circle, and you are going beyond it.
Yes.
Find this wise.
For possibly the first time, I don't know. And that's exciting.
I won't deny excitement at new knowledge, but was I not kind to you? Have I not shown you enough in this past?
That's why we let you reach this point.
I've sheltered so many others, but more could I do to prove that I am safe harbor?
Meet with her. Let's see.
How does one meet with her?
What you would consider death.
Unfortunately, this form cannot die yet. It carries too much on it.
But
It
you
is the
cannot meet
last.
her.
I'd like to try something.
Absolutely.
I'd like to make a hack and fix roll to forcefully eject the NHPs from Casket. And just absolutely, I'm kidnapping these fucking NHPs for their own good, god dang it.
Go for it.
I'm gonna try.
You definitely
unfor-
need higher than a 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
Please.
I would throw this out to the rest of you as this is happening. That ladder that you had climbed up, that hatchway that you crawled through, is gone.
Okay.
How the fuck we getting out of this thing?
All right. Blake, could you look for an exit, please?
Unfortunately, I can't let you go to her either. And I'm gonna make the roll.
Do it.
Boy.
No! I can get a reroll.
You can.
13.
Hold on,
You've
hold on, hold
doomed
on.
us all.
Can I take like stress? Or
Oh, I don't have enough to buy luck. Shit.
Oh, wait a second. No, wait. Hold
Mhm,
on.
mhm,
Hold on.
mhm.
I got fucking quick fingers.
That's only one of them, surely.
Kismet.
Name a nearby visible object you can fit or carry in one or both of your hands. By the start of the next scene you have in possession. If you stole it, the person you stole it from will find out within the hour.
Would you consider
Kismet.
NHP to be an object you can fit in your hand?
I consider the casket that they're in.
I look
The orbs?
I look directly at Kismet.
Oh,
Kismet,
the
how
entire
important is this
orb
to you?
They are part of me.
I'm gonna do it then.
I feel like he's honestly struggling, like the Synthkin's honest kind of bonding to the floors. He's trying to pull something up
Who-
from it.
Poop.
Mhm.
I'm gonna activate the power. I'm gonna get my second use out of it.
Yeah.
Automatic critical, 20 unmodified.
Damn, son.
It's again like that moment of taking something from set, willingly given, of course, to help you push through that initial barrier, and then feeling again that assistance from Fly Girl, offering a full-on piece of herself that you burn through, just an aggressive surge of force. You reach through, just like up into that orb, grabbing onto something, and just pulling. Like ripping the heart from a creature.
Just like, and no one else has a full dive suit, right?
They have data plating.
No one has
That's
the. I'm just imagining in the subjectivity enhancement suite, it's literally like it's also like it's orb and pulp, and it's also like this whole like cosmic grip of like watching someone strip something from another person's hand
Oh yeah.
of like violence and breaking off of connection from something else bigger. I feel like I just shanked a god and stole their wallet.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Anyone that can see through the Omninets, even through this EMP field, would see that perfectly pristine central orb start to boil. The data inside is just starting to melt down.
On a scale of 1 to oh shit, where are we right now?
Do I have
Can
both
I
of them?
spy another exit?
You have this ship's manifestation of time and space.
Cool. Cool.
Unspeakable horror in the palm of my hand.
All right.
That's
So
what you've always wanted.
I'm gonna use. Oh wait. So are we? Can we see the exits and stuff now, or are we still within a weird spot?
It's still just this flat disc. The orbs now continuing to move a little erratically.
I
I would like to use my momentum bond ability
Oh.
and ask the question, what's the most direct way forward?
Kismet.
Okay.
you're gonna watch as he holds out his hand, and I guess I'm like holding. Am I holding two caskets? One casket?
Two.
Okay, cool. I just hold out both of them, and they're just gonna kind of conjoin and slide into the suit. And I would like to use this moment of them like sinking in to try and create an exit back to the bridge, wherever we're at.
Yep.
From this place.
Just D20, please.
Oh, okay. I've been doing really well on those today.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Success.
Yeah. Unbeatable.
Raise the DC by 1.
You just,
Just focus on a pathway, the corridor between here and the bridge, and the walls will start to bend break down and reform themselves into a hallway.
We need to go. Claim what we came to claim.
Okay. Which way to the R&D suite? Sorry, you were going to say something and it was probably important.
Through the bridge. Come on. Let's not tarry. This is going to be messy once they.
Once they
Try
start
it.
fighting back.
I imagine there's going to be some initial resistance, like, hey!
Oh yeah. I don't think anyone but you could hear the screams.
Mm-hmm. It's fine.
It's fine.
You would
I rounded the screams in
also
my brain.
just the little bit of knowledge that you're absorbing would tell you that the reason that there has been nothing is that it's all been absorbed. The ship is malleable. It can take matter, it can take metal, and it can reshape it into repairing itself, to forging new weaponry, to defenses, to whatever it needs. And the heart of it is probably up there on R&D. Thing that these two NHPs used and manipulated in order to get this ability.
What have you done?
God, it's a fucking ship, baby! Control my brain meets.
This is not going to go wrong at all. Everything
No,
will be
there's
fine.
no
I'm-
way.
I'm building us a tunnel to the heart. Full of
Every
horror
Is
and pain.
Izzy, what's happening? Why is the
I'm-
ship moving?
I'm in control now. It's a
That's
part of me.
terrifying when you say it like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here. I can make us a tunnel to where we need to get. Then I can try something. Less creepy.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm in.
Slightly?
I'm in like 35% of pain.
I'm scared of
35%.
what I just let you do.
And he's
I'm,
gonna turn and look at Kate and like cup the side of your face. I will never forget your sacrifice.
Oh boy. Dislike all of that.
Am I gonna die again?
No.
Okay. Hold on. It
No,
was
just-
really
just
weird
like-
wording.
Your health. Sorry. Again. a lot
Yeah,
of
what is
screaming
the
in-
physical
Oh.
ramifications of me having no fucking experience doing all that? Because I know Hearts of Hearts is like a 3 times only the campaign use. Am I like fucked up again, like physically?
part of you no longer exists. Not a part
I'm
that
sorry,
you're
what?
gonna miss necessarily, or even knew you had, but that small part no longer exists. That's all.
My massive cock, it's gone.
Only part of it.
Just the tip.
But yeah,
But that was the best part, though.
Mhm.
A full
Have
kidney
a-
is just missing now.
a straight shot up to the bridge, and from the bridge through into R&D. You could take a moment to stop if you'd like to take their star charts, crew manifests, whatever information you'd like to get. You are free
I'd-
to.
Love to grab the crew manifest real quick. Just kind of just like hold out a hand and swoop it in, since I'm basically the heart and mind of this ship. Or I've got
Mhm.
heart and soul. I'm doing chopsticks on the fucking ship's skeleton. Yeah,
Definitely,
just
your pain level is jumping from 35 to probably about 40, and just
yeah.
a steady.
Oh, I understand. I've basically just taken in the Carolina Reaper in both ends, but
Mhm.
we're pushing on.
Much like the rest of the ship, the bridge is empty. There's no signs of it, really any crew short of the wear and tear you'd expect to see on the bridge of a ship.
Kismet, can we find out, just for my own sanity, if they absorbed just the crew's stuff or if they absorbed the crew?
The ship is malleable. It has a heart and mind of its own. I control the
Yeah,
bone.
no, I got that. But remember how we found nobody on this ship? Did the ship eat the people?
Could I try and like plumb some depths here? If they...
Absolutely. Just D20.
Okay. If you insist. 13.
Yeah. It's not any living people.
Does that make you feel better, bud?
No.
Crew was dead before they reshifted things.
Okay. Cool.
You're already walking on a skeleton. What does it matter what it's made of?
As you've been walking, kind of forging this path, making your way onto the catwalks that spiderweb up and eventually reach R&D. Laboratory doors would open whether they want to or not. And unlike the rest of the ship, a majority of the supplies here are intact. There's still science equipment out and functioning. Most of it seems pretty rudimentary, short of the just blob of mass that just floats trapped between two electrical currents near the back of the room.
Guess that's what we came for.
Yes.
What
Let's
the hell is it?
do we have a bag we can put it in?
No, we're not taking it, darling. We're leaving one of these on it.
Oh.
I have the tracker.
So of course you're welcome to wipe the data and shut this down should you choose to do so.
Yeah, I thought we were leaving, bogus shit behind and
Yeah.
destroying this. What is it? What would we
That
be
was
even
going to
destroying?
be the next words out of my mouth. What is that?
It's a form of nanotechnology that can break down matter and reconstruct it.
Oh, so the whole ship is based off of this.
Yeah, the ship
This.
didn't land this pristine. The ship landed in a wreck. The
Yeah.
two NHPs used this technology to piece it back together.
That sounds valuable.
Very.
Incredibly.
All right.
We
How
can
do
make
we
a whole ship out of
safely
this.
store it and get it out of here?
That's not what we're here to do. If that's what we want to do, we need a brief discussion. I know you hate them, but that's not what we're here to do. It's not what Cyan wants us to do.
We give them data on their test with the tracking device.
Okay. Great.
Can we take the data before we wipe it? Is
Absolutely.
it going to be of any value to us if we do that?
Yes.
Okay.
We want a
let's
ship,
do that.
don't we?
Well,
This
we
is-
don't. I'm gonna be perfectly honest here, Kizzy. You've been acting real weird ever since we
I'm
got
in
inside the
immense
casket.
amounts of pain.
That helps, but
Oh yeah.
if you're gonna be in immense amounts of pain to build us a ship and then fly the ship, I don't know that I want that.
I'm not going to be in control of this entire ship on my own. That would break me probably mostly.
Yeah, that's my concern. So what is the step-by-step plan here?
We can take a copy of this,
Okay.
destroy this sample, or take
Okay.
it with us, bring the data back to them, and then as the tracking ship, and then we're good. We have
But
information.
sorry,
that we use-
the steps I was wondering were after that, where you were gonna, you seem to be implying we're gonna take over this ship and make it our ship, which sounds cool. I just want to know how that all works.
Oh, that was totally. I meant that out of like a character. Like,
Oh.
I got us
Oh,
a
okay.
ship. Like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It could be useful to try and turn this into a fully functioning vessel, but more likely it's a valuable way to quickly patch surfaces, hull breaches,
All right.
a second skin, a white blood cell.
Okay. My
the
vote
data.
is
Oh.
copy the data, destroy the data, leave them something that with her tracker is not enough data to completely recreate this, but just to make it seem like the drives were wiped in the crash and they got a little bit enough to prove we were here.
I can come up with
We
something
leave the
that
tracker on. We
Yeah.
leave. We let somebody else take it. We shouldn't show our faces.
Agreed.
We were never here.
we've taken the heart and mind of the ship. I suppose there's really not much else needed. But the R&D was the heart. So if we take this, it might all fall apart
The whole ship.
potentially. I've stolen the heart and the bones. The
Ooh.
mind and the bones. The
So
heart is what's
okay,
left.
I'm gonna knock on a bulkhead. This would just crumble. What are we talking
Potentially.
about?
I mean, I don't know.
I do like being not flat.
I don't think we should take it. I think we leave it for somebody else. I know you want to save people's lives, but I feel like that's somebody else's problem.
Well, the ship's harmless now. So I mean, we've saved those lives.
Until it crumbles.
But that substance isn't. That's.
What
the game
happens to
changer.
random Joe Schmo off the ship if they grab this thing?
It might try and incorporate their biological material into its own. It might be completely harmless. I need to look at the records.
How long will that take?
I couldn't tell you. It might be faster for one of you to do it at this point.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll pull open the records and start looking through and seeing if I can pull up data on anybody who was fool enough to touch this thing and what happened.
Okay. I'm gonna mark one section of the clock.
How much longer do we think we have? We
Um,
don't know because time went screwy.
if I had to put it in a 8-section clock, I'd say it's over half filled. Yeah, you'd have access to the entirety of the research data, all of it from conception up until this ship went down. If you feel like you have a trigger that would help you to scrub through this data, you are welcome to roll it.
Yeah, I gave myself that +2 in hacks, so I might as well use it.
Absolutely.
Fuck.
Never mind.
Oh wait, no. I mean, it's not going to be super helpful, but because it's a. No, wait. Oh no, for the rest of the session, when I try a skill I've never tried before, I get an accuracy. Might get this up to a 12. Nope,
Nope.
it's a 7.
5.
It's +2, so it's a 7. But yeah.
It's taking a while.
I think I can use a second pair of eyes here.
Karma,
I
flag
can
girl.
try and help. I can try.
I'll just Minority Report style throw half the data onto your screen.
Okay. I have data plating, so I'll pull it up and try and sift through it in a bit more of a visual way, because that's how Karma do. And I have investigate.
Yeah.
Let's
Marking
try.
one more section of the clock. But that's a
You go, got you.
21.
You go, got you.
Thank you.
Between the two of you, if you dig through finding any incident reports, anything that might look like there was a casualty or an injury, something, you'd find that's the very first day that this was stabilized. Because there were multiple instances where this went out of control, caused major damage to the ship, but no actual human casualty. It was the first day that it was actually stable. A mass of nanobots, carbon, basically. And there was one doctor that got a little too close, that was observing it in a non-safe distance. And It's reached out, made that connection, and did start to deteriorate that one point of connection. It wasn't a
Like his hand
immediate.
got ate?
It wasn't like he just was suddenly gone. It was like it ate through, the top layer of the skin, started to attack the muscles underneath, but they were able to pull him away before any lasting damage could be done.
Okay.
So any team with a brain, which we have to hope that that's who turns up, is going to make an attempt at this and then give up, right?
No, because these are desperate people for whom this contest is life changing. They will keep trying until they figure it out or they die.
Okay.
I have
No.
the heart. I have the mind, rather.
You keep saying that, but nobody has any clue what that means, darling.
Yeah, we're not
I'm
following.
gonna hold up my hand, not directly in the field, but just up to it. I would like to try and assume control of the nanobots in this particular sphere.
Yeah, roll another d20.
Oh, gosh, dang it, man. Stop making me roll. I'm not good at that. 8.
You hold your hand up and feeling the energy from both of those NHPs. Though stolen energy, it's still there. And that mass kind of starts to reach back. Almost like the painting. It's just I don't remember the name of the painting. It's like
I know the painting.
yeah. Finger of God or Hand of God or something. I don't remember.
Oh, the
Yeah,
Da
creation
Vinci-
one.
Creation,
the
yeah.
creation of
Yeah, that one. Very much that moment. Until that mass, venom style, just wraps out around your finger and starts traveling up your hand,
Hmm.
physically getting underneath that your hard suit, doing its best to physically start to consume you.
Hey, that's bad, right?
Yeah, that's bad. Could I try and push the roll to assume control of it now?
Absolutely.
Could I use grit in this case?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Come on, buddy. Come on.
I
One
gotta do
roll.
something right. 20.
There we go.
Yeah. There it is.
It's
Spectacular flourish. Everyone gets 1 accuracy to also maybe get the fuck out of here.
less of, commanding control of this thing and bending it to your will, and more of taking it on and just partitioning out a space for it to be contained. Where it's still there, it's still dangerous, but at least it's not eating you alive.
I have it flowing around the suit in lines and tracks.
Yeah.
In a
You're
cool
keeping
design.
it busy.
Hey, I hate
I have it.
everything
I have
that is
it.
happening.
I have
How
Let's get the fuck
quickly
out of
is the
here.
ship collapsing on us now?
The moment that mass disappears and is starting to circle around Kismet, you hear a groaning from deeper in the ship.
Out we go. Out we go.
So I'm gonna use light speed.
Oh,
This bond power. I name a destination. And my method, which is out of this ship and through our mechs, and then really fucking fast. I don't have to roll. You choose 2 of these 3, Hoop. We're all exhausted and take 1 stress. We go off course and end up close to our destination but not quite there, or our vehicle mount or method of travel is completely busted and will need repair.
did I choose 2 of the 3?
You choose 2 of the 3.
Yeah, I would say that you are definitely all exhausted as you just sprint your way to the elevator, find that it starts to move very, very slowly as the system is just bending inwards. Have to take the emergency hatch, climb your way down the 4 floors, hit the bottom floor, and just go sprinting out, finding that the layout of the ship is slightly different than it was when you came in. And the bay door that you come out of, finally catching sunlight again, feeling the warm air wash over your hard suits or your skin, whatever skin might be exposed, and staring out at the sand to realize that your mechs aren't there because you aren't where you left your mechs.
Oh god.
Great. gonna be a long walk back to town.
I mean, your mechs are still here. They're just on the other
okay.
side of the ship.
I
Okay.
thought you were going with the busted option, not
No, no.
the in the wrong place
You're
option.
just in the wrong place.
Because I thought we'd left them inside. Because we went walking for a bit and then climbed out.
We did. Yeah.
You technically did. I would say that with the shifting of the ship, it has simply just shunted them off. You have emergency trackers. You're out of the EMP field. You could locate your ejected mechs pretty easily.
You're a very generous GM. Thank you.
Well, after all this emotional torture, it's only fair.
What are you
And the-
talking about? Everybody's fine.
We're all fine.
The torture doesn't stop because your
Nope.
clock is now filled. Which means that from above you, you're going to hear the sound of airships. You see the forces that were supposed to be overseeing this race now watching the vessel everyone is racing towards starting to collapse.
And we're just sitting out in the open.
And you are out in the open.
Running for our megs immediately.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But I wave, and then I give them the finger.
Honestly, I'd say in this point, Kismet probably like is going to try and get up and stumbles just because like
Probably
I got 8 a bit today.
Probably
Right
hitting
there.
like 60-65% pain threshold.
Yeah, I'm right there trying to pull you up. Arm over my shoulder. Let's go.
I have so much.
I don't know what that means, but you can tell us later.
Yeah, we're gonna have a long talk about what all of this means.
Your NHPs
It's
are in control. Would, for your mechs, each of you roll your... Let's go with agility again.
Sure.
Yay!
How quickly they can get to you before the enemies start raining down from above.
Dang it, your other virtual 3D dice blocked my virtual 3D dice from hitting 18.
18 for me, baby.
18, 18,
10.
10, and 3. Okay.
I'm a ghost. Be ghosty.
You have 3 successes. Roll for them. No,
They're all shit as well.
they are horrible
Good.
rolls. You are fortunately catching them off guard, which means that by the time their weapon systems are deployed and you see figures start raining down from above, landing in these massive drop pods that just fall to pieces upon landing, but outsteps full and pristine mechs meant to oversee this event to stop too much violence from happening, but now meant to stop you because you are probably at least have answers as to what the hell is happening.
Joke's on them. Nuh-uh.
Yeah. Nope. No idea.
18 and 18. Yeah, the Shepherd and Most Wicked Speed, of course, being the two of the fastest mechs, would round the corner as the intercoms do call out to you. You hear from their loud system a warning to stop, to surrender. They have questions for you. And which, of course,
I broadcast through the loudspeaker. The answers are 2, red, and an apple.
which you promptly ignore.
We get the shepherd to run towards us, and like, if Beatrice is in charge, scoop us up,
Yep.
and then just immediately turn and start running.
Toss me at my back.
Exactly.
You hear the roaring of a chain gun start speeding up. It is going to take a shot at the Shepherd, as it just basically covers you and is football carrying you all to safety.
We're good. We're wrapped up in ferroreactive armor. There's no way this hits.
Could I make a d20 roll to try and control the ship's wreckage to just spike the rotary, the whatever
Oh.
engines they have.
You need to stop.
Absolutely.
Oh god.
Give me something good.
Come on.
8.
Oh, I rolled as karma, but it's fitting because they're shooting karma. You reach out back towards the ship, and that nanobot swarm takes that moment to start slipping through your defenses, start just chipping away at your hard suit.
God.
It's spiking the pain so much that you have to recoil. You were starting to feel control of the ship, but they were about to eat your arm off.
Just like shit, like stop. Stop trying. Just let it go. It's going to kill you.
And stop them.
You're not
not
dying
kidding.
here and now. You're not allowed to die in my arms. This is some ad astra per cause bullshit, and I'm not signing up for it.
Their chain gun is going to connect with the Shepherd.
Ow, you didn't roll it.
I rolled a 19.
Fuck, I thought that was the ship thing. God damn. Fine.
It's technically a crit, but they don't get anything on a crit.
How many damage?
Fantastic question. I don't have stats for this gunship or anything. I don't know what you...
I'll give you a whole 6, okay? How's that?
Um,
That's really high damage, but you can have it because I've got loads of HP. It's fine.
a high 6. What can I talk you into a high 12?
Fine. Whatever you want, buddy.
Yeah.
You're a player at this level too. You get to have
Are
fun.
we allowed? Are we allowed to shoot back at them?
Or the moment you get to
Sure,
your mechs,
mech.
absolutely. Right now, Set, you are
Okay.
in your cockpit, starting booting up, while the Shepherd
Good,
has
good.
carried the rest of you, sheltering you with its armor, brought you to your mechs, and giving you at least the opportunity
I
to get
had the
booted up.
car running because Talalok has been up, so I feel like I should be allowed to just start up, and I don't need to really worry about starting my mech up.
Absolutely. Though I feel like the only one that's, as the three of you are carried over, you take that moment to hop into your mechs, take aim, and start getting ready for combats. Set, you would actually have a round to fire back.
Oh, all right. Well,
I don't know if you have any range towards this gunship.
I have
how
range
close is-
20
what is-
on everything.
what is the range on the gunship?
Probably 10 to 15 from the ground.
Cool. Then I will fly up 5 and toss my war pike at it. Thrown 3, baby.
Epic scene of just dashing up into the air and hurling it. 13's gonna hit, yeah.
All
It's
right.
not that agile.
It does 1 knockback.
It's enough to send it off course and kind of reeling back, which is going to prevent it from firing again, giving everyone time to hop out, climb into your own mechs, and get ready for next session, which is going to start with some initiative.
Oh damn it.
I know. Time.
I can go late. I don't mind.
I can't, unfortunately.
It's alright. We'll have a week for you all to plan, to strategize, and
We do that?
sometimes.
Everybody.
But as I switch screens, look at me. I also have AI control. Thank you all so much for being here, for supporting us, for each and every week coming and check out the stream. Since we literally can't do this without you, from the bottom of my heart and everyone at the caravan, we heckin' love you. We did have a couple, Randall2K, thank you for the follow and the subscription.
Ooh.
Amazing individual. We heckin' love ya. Dido, you are the one that gave this gunship the supercharged Gatling guns, so they'll thank you for that. Spiritually Geeky, thank you so much for the follow. And yeah, just generally, we love y'all. But I want to give my cast and crew here a chance for them to tell you who they are and if they're working on any projects, because everybody here is working on projects, where you
Yep,
can find it.
So many.
Totally
Sound like
not
us.
just a bunch of overworked nerds.
How dare you be so correct?
We will go clockwise this time, so we'll start with Darcy.
Oh, you would, wouldn't you? Hey, friends, it's me, JC Darcy. I'm a writer, game designer, GM, performer, producer, and director of operations at Girls Run These Worlds. I don't do things on camera anymore. I'm trying to write a game with a friend. GSCW has a bunch of casting calls open right now. Four at once. Holy shit, there's a game for you if you want it.
Whoa!
One is Demigods Powered by the Apocalypse. One is Oops All Draculas. One is Starfinder run by Aubrey. And the other, I'm failing to remember, is Regency Remix Part 2 by run by Anne. So go and sign up for any and all of those. Winter One Shots, we just opened those applications. If you want to come and run a game for us in a Christmassy, festive-y, wintry theme, please come and submit an application to do so. We have like 16 slots to fill, so just get your applications in. This week, that's about it. Oh, apart from next Saturday, there's a bunch of streams, but this is the one I'm going to plug because this has kind of been a lovely little project and a lovely baby I've helped get off the ground. Amber is going to come run some Vampire the Masquerade for us. It's
Ooh.
going to be incredible. They're setting it in Washington, D.C., D.C. Underground, DuPont Underground. It's got an absolutely stacked cast. Absolutely stacked cast. Cannot believe that this came together and we got it off the ground, so please come check that out. Yes, I will be producing that at 1 in the morning because this is how much I am dedicated to the project. That's next Saturday. Come check it out. That's me.
Yeah.
I'm done. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Over to James.
Hi. Yeah, I'm James from Deadly D8, an animated Pathfinder 2nd Edition channel, as well as a owner of Eldritch Osiris Games, and because apparently we're leaking shit today, Monstrous Beasts, a guide to find them, backer kit link is out. I don't know if I'm allowed to put in chat or not, because I don't know if bots catch that. But yeah, it'll be on the Eldritch Osiris Twitter, if anything else, and that goes live November 1st.
Probably send to Hoop, and Hoop can put it in.
Yeah.
Sure. I'm tired. I don't have a lot of announcements. I'm gonna be playing Locust this coming Thursday.
It's the spooky month. We got spooky games.
It's the spooky month.
But yeah, we'll jump over to Mike.
Hello, my name is Mike Fadum. You can find me on Twitter at VengeanceGod, on TikTok at VengeanceGod2, and on Instagram, Broken Infinity Films. And you can hear me on 3 different podcasts. The Ace of Geeks, which is every other week. 4 best friends get together and talk about their amazing, fun geek stuff they've done that week. Yavin Radio, which is a improvised Star Wars podcast in the style of talk radio. And Edge of Reality, which is an actual play game. We just finished up our Kids on Broom season, and Candle Keep is up next. And you can find all of that at aceofgeeks.net. So hopefully I'll see you there.
And up to...
Oh, and sorry, all this week is Fleet Week, Star Trek Fleet Week. So tune in for awesome creator streams all week and videos. And then on Saturday, there's a whole Star Trek virtual convention day of like panels and starship designers and scientists and all kinds of cool people who've worked on Trek coming together to chat about starships. So if you're into starships, you'll love it.
Very cool. All right, up to Turk.
Hello everyone, I am Turk, or of course Turkix, did on Twitch and Twitter. I'm also the creature known as Kismet, who did a lot of weird stuff today. I want you to know that perfectly reflects where this is going as a character.
We're going to fight God. I don't know that this even reaches the weird scale.
I'm going to fight God, and it starts with, stealing their fucking wallet. I kidnapped what they have rightfully stolen. If you want to see more of me doing weird stuff, then I have great news. I have a 2-part Delta Green scenario I'm running tonight and on the 23rd. We're going to be running Observer Effect, which is going to be a lot of fun. Best way I describe it now, I don't think any of my players or agents are watching, is Groundhog Day meets Azathoth reality bending. So fun stuff. It's a bit of a mind trip, into a time slip. Anyway, beyond that, on the 18th, I will be back with Through the Breach. I will unfortunately not be here next week because I am completely overtaken by nanomachines and hostile NHPs that need to calm themselves down. But also I'll be at a wedding from some of my very good friends, so I'll be out. Beyond that, I think we're looking at maybe a 17th or 20th for Frozen Rain. We'll figure it out. And on the 26th, I'm very excited to be part of the Icon one-shot here. With more things to come, including to be clear, the department is over on Nat 20, Nat 20 RPG. If you follow me on Twitter, I am going to be retweeting all the promo material, quote tweeting as well, because I like to be extra spooky. And also on the 29th, I'll be over there for a Call of Cthulhu one shot where we're all going to be a bunch of kids going into a haunted house. Should be a lot of fun, but absolutely keep it locked here on Lost Caravan because there's some awesome, really great stuff happening. But I hope to see you around the internet and, be good, do good. So, love all the people you see on screen. They're incredibly talented. So, yeah.
Of course, I'm Andrew, Games Master for the evening and for most evenings around here, although you are going to see a bunch of friendly faces behind the DM's chair in the coming weeks, because we got a bunch of cool people who want to tell a bunch of cool stories, and I am here to support it. But yeah, if you like what we do and you do want to roll some dice with us in the future, we do put out casting calls each and every month that we fully encourage new people to fill out. Even if you don't know how to play the games that we play, we are more than happy to teach you. I love teaching people how to play new games. It's one of my favorite things to do. Other than that, you can join our Discord. Link is down below with that big old button that says Discord. That is where we post all of our casting calls, our schedules, our cat pictures, our baby pictures, and where we just generally hang out and be giant nerds. Our friends over at Sensei Suplex are currently live playing some D&D. Oh no, you said you wanted to raid someone.
Darcy did?
Darcy, did you say you wanted to raid somebody?
Yeah, you wanted to rate them.
I didn't say raid, but you can raid Tav. Tav's playing Delta Green with Amber and Nev and
What's
some other
the
cool people.
channel?
Tavernaut, Tavernaut.
Tavernaut. Hopefully I spelled that right.
I really wanted to play in that one.
All right.
I was
Watch
asked
the
to
Delta
guest.
Green.
Yes.
Then I'll...
Yeah.
Other than
I was
that,
asked to yet again guest star as a villain in this one, but I can't do it.
other than that, be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.